私の愛分けてあげます。さてあなたのための贈り物です。愛を広げてあげますから。どんなお悩みでもちゃんとお聞きします。私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち。はあ、よいしょっと、盛り上げて。愛を込めて、愛を込めて。私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち、私の気持ち。愛の力で。私の気持ち、私の気持ち。愛を込めて打ちます。
Hey guys, Misery here, back with another CZN video, and in today's video, we're going to be doing an OTK one-turn kill on the Tower of Screams with Diana. So you may be wondering, how do you actually OTK against Tower of Screams? In Tower of Screams, as we know, there's 5 floors for each segment of the tower. So right here, there's 71 through 75. And if you beat one floor, it goes to the next floor, but it also goes to the next turn. So an OTK in tower is basically killing every floor of the 5 floors in that segment on turn 1 of that floor. So floor 71 is going to take 1 turn, 72, 73, 74, and 75 are also going to take 1 turn, for a total of 5 turns to OTK the entire 71 through 75. Now, specifically with Diana, there is a glitch in the tower right now. So killing a wave with a Quietus discard effect leaves it in the graveyard. Shown up on the screen right now, you'll see what I'm actually talking about. There will be a bunch of bullets in the discard pile and they're just stuck there. If you try to shuffle your deck, the bullets, they actually won't shuffle or go back to your draw pile. They're kind of just stuck in the discard pile. So with the run I'm going to be showing in today's video, you have to play kind of weird in a specific playstyle so that you're not, bricking your hand and discarding those cards that you need in that discard pile. Because in the screenshot shown, your pistol can actually get stuck too, and then it's just gone forever. I'm not sure what causes this, but I've been seeing a lot of people complain about this when trying Diana in the Tower of Screams game mode. But yeah, we're going to be defeating everything turn 1, including the boss on floor 75 with 100k health. So Diana is going to be doing 100k damage in 1 turn. It may be a little less than 100k because the final damage count says 80k because it doesn't count the damage from the Blooming Love procs when you discard. So even though it says 80k, it's well over 100k damage that Diana is doing against the boss on floor 75. So getting straight into the builds for this video, shown up on the screen right now, I'm going to be showing the stats, the partner, the deck, and the memory fragments for each character that we use in this video. And we're going to be using Diana, Nia, and Rei. So as for Diana, Diana has 903 attack, 59.9% critical chance, basically 60, 181.5% critical damage. But if you go ahead and look at the extra damage, that is at 50%. So as we know, Diana scales off of extra damage, and you want to try to get as much as possible while maintaining good crit chance and crit damage substats if you can. As for the partner, we're going to be running Sophia, her best in slot partner. This is going to increase Diana's attack by 16%, and when a Pasha's Quietus card of the assigned combatant is discarded, you get plus 5 critical damage with a max of 4 stacks, so that's an extra 20% critical damage off of that. And then when 3 bullet cards are discarded, Diana will perform a 200% extra attack on a random enemy, which has a cap of 2 times per turn. As for the deck that we're using, we have 3 With All My Heart, 2 Pistol of Purification, and then Blooming Love. So you may see the With All My Heart epiphanies are split. That's because one is an upgrade. We want an upgrade to proc the Spark of Passion set, so we get that extra damage buff. So that's why the upgrade is there. And then the other 2 With All My Heart are the 2-cost one that applies Quietus to all exhaust bullet cards in hand. We have 2 Pistols of Purification with the plus 100% damage amount for each bullet card discarded this turn epiphany. This actually applies to base damage, which makes it like miles beyond better than any other pistol. This pistol hits really hard because cards with high base damage in this game scale insanely when you apply multiplicative buffs to them. And as for the Blooming Love, we have the discard all bullet cards in hand, 96% extra attack to a random enemy for each discarded. So the ideal rotation that you want to do with this specific deck is that you want to get like 7 heart bullets in hand, and then you have the 2 Pistol of Purifications, which are also bullets, and then you have the Blooming Love for the last 3 slots, which makes a total of 10 cards, which is the max cap you can have in a hand. So when you use the Blooming Love, it'll discard all 7 bullets plus the 2 pistols, since the pistols are also tagged as a bullet card. But the good thing about this specific pistol skill is that it snapshots the amount of bullets you discarded beforehand. So if you discard 9 bullets at a time with the Blooming Love, it will count the 9 bullets towards those pistols, so you're not losing out on any scaling whatsoever. But yeah, that is the deck for Diana. Moving on to the memory fragments. So the memory fragments is just 4-piece Spark of Passion set and 2-piece critical damage set. Like I said before, that upgrade in the deck is there for this specific set. If you do not have an upgrade in your deck, then you probably just want to go 222, because this 4-piece passion set is kind of useless if there's no upgrades. Mainly just looking for crit damage, crit chance, extra damage, attack on the substats. 4th slot for main set is crit chance, 5th slot is elemental percentage damage, and then 6th slot is attack percentage. And that is the Diana build for this run. Moving on to the Nia build. So for Nia, we have 769 health, 311 defense, 83 ego recovery, because Nia scales off of ego recovery, and you want to try to get as much ego recovery as possible on her because her potentials scale off of that, and she gets a ton of bonuses from ego recovery. But yeah, those are kind of just the main stats for Nia that you want to pay attention to: defense, health, and ego recovery. As for the partner, we are running Nyx on Nia because as you read Nyx's passive, when the assigned combatant draws for the first time each turn using an ability, plus 8% damage dealt by allies for 1 turn. So that's going to be buffing Diana and giving Diana even more damage. And then just the base passive that increases the assigned combatant's health, defense, and heal amount is just 12%. The 5-star battle pass partners are actually worse than the base 5-star partners for whatever reason. The base 5 stars have like 16% increases, whereas the battle pass ones just have 12%. But I'm pretty sure the other base 5 stars aren't increasing as much stats as the battle pass ones are. Like this one is increasing defense, health, and heal amount. I'm pretty sure the other ones just do like health or defense. So yeah, that is the partner that we are running for Nia. Moving on to the deck that we're using for her. So the deck we're using for Nia is this Eternal Hunger deck with the 2 Soul Rip upgrade. We have 4 Adagios on the discard up to 1 cards, and if a card was discarded, create 1 Adagio with Exhaust Epiphany. I've heard a lot of people also say that like this is the best Epiphany for Nia now, this 1 Adagio with Exhaust one. These are my friend Gordon's decks, and he does a lot of testing and theory crafting with every unit. I take his word pretty confidently because he knows what he's talking about most of the time, and he's in all my guide videos if you guys have seen my guide videos. But yeah, Quad Adagio with Eternal Hunger. This is an Eternal Hunger deck where you just cycle Hunger over and over. You get a bunch of draw, you get a bunch of AP. I'm pretty sure this is how he cycles the entire deck every turn. But yeah, that is the Nia deck, kind of like what you need to know about it. Moving on to the memory fragments for her, we are running 4-piece Glory set and 2-piece defense set. So basically we're running Glory set because the Exhaust Adagio on that specific Epiphany, this is gonna proc the Glory set and give more damage amount to allies, basically our Diana in this comp. And yeah, that has a max 15%. And then the 2-piece defense set just there for more healing. Like I said, you want to stack health, defense, and ego recovery on Nia for the substats because healing scales off of defense. Not a lot of people actually know that because most people would think healing scales off of HP, but it actually scales off of defense in this game. And yeah, those are the memory fragments for Nia. Moving on to the next unit we have, which is Rei. So as for the Rei stats, we have 357 defense and 754 health. Those are kind of just the ones you need to know since we're using Rei as a support here and not like a sub DPS or for damage. As for the partner, we are running Arwen on her. This is going to increase the assigned combat's health and heal amount by 12%. The passive is kind of whatever. At the start of the turn, you gain this buff for each enemy with an anticipated action count. In an attack state, this buff is going to give minus 20% damage amount taken, so basically a damage reduction buff. So we have more survivability, but we should have a lot of survivability just off of the Nia Soul Rip upgrade alone that actually carries the sustain, and it can heal for a lot. If you guys saw my Rift video against the first boss, the Suppressed Servant in the triple Rift game mode that we have right now, Gordon also actually uses the Nia Soul Rip upgrade in that, and that just sustains him for the entire battle. It's really, really good and underrated for healing and sustain. But yeah, that's basically the partner that we're running on Rei. As for the deck, we are running Resonating Darkness plus 40% damage amount of cards with cost 1 or less. That's basically 2 morale. We have 4 snack time with the draw 2 and on Exhaust Epiphany. And then we just have a Predator's Blade for more morale since we want to stack morale for Diana because morale is really, really good and valuable for units that do a lot of, you know, spammy attacks and create cards like Diana, Luke, Renoa, any unit that creates a bunch of, you know, like bullet cards or like even Serenia with her lasers. Morale is good on Serenia. And yeah, that is the deck that we're running on Rei. Moving on to her memory fragments. So her memory fragments are the same as Nia. We're running 4-piece Glory Range set and 2-piece defense set. Basically the Glory Range set for more damage buff to Diana since, you know, we're going to be using exhaust skill cards with those snack times. And then the 2-piece defense just for more healing like I said with Nia. Only difference is that you mainly just want to go for defense and health on Rei instead of ego recovery. You don't really need ego recovery on Rei. So yeah, those are the memory fragments for Rei. I think that's basically everything you need to know for all the builds used in this Tower of Screams OTK 1-turn kill with Diana composition. Enough of me yapping and talking, let's get straight into the video.
呼びました した。流れを感じます。力が湧いてきますね。ビシッと気になるな。力が湧いてきますね。あなたのための贈り物です。ビシッと愛を込めてビシッとあなたのための贈り物です。ビシッと愛を込めて全てを飲み込む暗闇。次の曲はやっはーいでこあなたのための贈り物です。私の気持ち受けい。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け。私の気持ち神の受け取ってください。せいよいしょっと盛り上げて。艦長防御しよう。呼びましたか。全てを飲み込む暗闇。チューニングしよっと。あなたのための贈り物です。ビシッときれい。いつでも言ってください。愛を込めて愛を広げてあげます。私の気持ち受け。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け。私の気持ち私の気持ちビシッと決めるね。さて愛の力はっやっあなたのための贈り物です。いつでも私の気持ち受け取ってください。やっイエイ私の気持ち受け取ってください。はーい全てを飲み込む暗闇。ビシッときれい。あなたのための贈り物です。愛を広げて愛を込めていつでもあなたのための贈り物です。愛を広げてあげます。私の気持ち受け取る。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け取る。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け取る。私の気持ち私の気持ち受け。私の気持ち私の気持ちチューニングしよっと。せいせいおりゃ力が湧いてきますね。はあはいでこさていつでも愛のよいしょっと盛り上げて。愛を込めて打ちます。愛を込めて打ちます。やっはっやっビシッと決めるね。さて呼びましたか。全てを飲み込む暗闇。ビシッとさて愛を込めて愛を込めて力が湧いてあなたのための贈り物です。愛をあなたのための贈り物です。いつでも愛を広げてあげますからいつでも言ってください。どんなお悩みでもちゃんとせいはあ私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち受け愛のせおりゃやっはーはいでこ呼びましたか。全てを飲み込む暗闇。天上の演奏をお聞かせします。さて ビシッときさてあなたのための贈り物です。ビシッと決めるさて次の曲ビシッと決める諦めないでください。私の愛分けてあげます。さてあなたのための贈り物です。愛を広げてあげますから。どんなお悩みでもちゃんとお聞きします。私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ちはあよいしょっと盛り上げて愛を込めて愛を込めて私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち私の気持ち愛の力で私の気持ち私の気持ち愛を込めて打ちます。
And yeah, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was informative. If it was, I'd very much appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel, you know, show some love, support. We are very close to 3K subscribers. At the time of me recording this, I think I'm like 50 away. You guys have been showing a ton of love to the channel recently towards my latest videos. So I appreciate every one of you who, you know, subscribes, comments, likes, just watches my videos in general. It all means a ton to me. If you want to keep up to date with my latest videos and such, I'd highly recommend, you know, following the channel. That's gonna be the video. I hope you guys take care, peace, and be safe. Until the next one.